This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Ali LaForce.
And this starts a very short homestand for them. And while it's only a few games, they have to take advantage of the opportunity to feed off their crowd.
Now here's Barrett. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Coach would love to see Wemby clean the offensive glass like that every time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. And guys, when talking to Coach before the game about Ben Simmons, it sounds like they know how they want to attack him defensively. Coach told me you can't let him get the easy bucket. We need to force him to his right and flush him out of the paint. Sounds like they're going to try to keep Simmons as far away from the hoop as possible, BA.
Ali, thank you. And the basket by Castle.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. For three, Barrett. Charlotte again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
Shot to stop the run. Williams misses.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Barrett. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now here's Banchero. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Here's Suggs. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass the ball. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Now here's Simmons. From deep, Wembanyama is rebounded by Barrett.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Williams' shot is good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Outside Barrett. Back to ball. Launches a three. Rebounded by Suggs. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for San Antonio. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Spurs lead by 5. Here's Simmons. He's got 6. Left side, Wembanyama. The fadeaway. The Hornets pull it in.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Ball taking his time here. To the left side wing. Here's Banchero. And miss after miss right now.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Outside Barrett. Clock at 6. Outside Williams. Charlotte, no good that time either.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
On offense, here is San Antonio. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Inside. Suggs. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's San Antonio going into the break up 12. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Ryan, the way he sees the game, makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Charlotte making some changes. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Simons. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Right wing. And the three off target. Pass to Gonzalez. Pulls up on the wing. Charlotte, no good that time either. Spurs lead by 12. Miller outside. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Miller's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
There's Simons with a three. It's hauled in by Fall.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Harden, deep three-point land. Charlotte, no good that time either. Spurs lead by 18. Takes a three. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Harden misses.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished. And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Now here's Harden. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And yep, it's good.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. The Spurs making a switch here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Simmons. Pass to Sarr. Clock at 4. Back to Simmons. Second chance shot. There's Simons with a 3. Kept alive. Left side Simmons. Over to the left wing. Intercepted. All alone on the break.
Over the years, I think Harden's come a long way as a passer, and his teammates appreciate it.
Out to the wing. Back to Simons. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish. And he goes in for the dunk.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Harden misses.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Harden with a bucket.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable in pulling from right here.
Miller outside. There's the triple. Simons outside. Drops in the 3. Simons has got 16 points.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Harden, deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Back to Simmons. Here's Miller. Launches it. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Pulls it. Rebound by San Antonio. 1:14 left in the second period. And here's Simons outside. It's hauled in by Fall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thomas, right side. Fires from way outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Charlotte's shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. To the wing on the left. From behind the arc. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Charlotte's shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
Harden hits them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Now Harden. He's got 7. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
An effective playmaker and a more efficient scorer, Harden continues to be a highly productive player.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Spurs out in front, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.